In most games, the enemy is what stands before you. But in Bloodborne, the enemy is you. Whenever anyone talks about Bloodborne, they concern themselves with the abominable beasts you slaughter, the corrupt institutions that mutilated the world around you, the otherworldly entities that you struggle to perceive lest you go insane. These are all enemies in and of themselves, no doubt. The likes of the blood-starved beasts or Ludwig the Accursed strike fear in you upon first contact with them. The revelation that the choir experimented on innocent children in misguided hope for salvation is disgusting to your mind. And the towering amygdalas clinging to the Victorian architecture you once admired rattle you to your core. But what about yourself? The one who, despite all of these things, conquered them all and many more.
Oh, yes. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin?
You are a human, nothing more. You came to the city of Yharnam looking to be healed of wounds inflicted on your frame during your travels. A random blood minister transfuses you with the forbidden blood after you contract him. You pass out shortly afterwards and experience either a fanciful dream or a lucid nightmare. And then you awake. At this point, nothing is keeping you here. You've achieved your initial goal. You could return to whence you came. You could forget about the luring whispers in your ears, the murderous intent droning in your head. Yet, you don't. You depart from the clinic or fail to. You envelop yourself in the bitter ambience of distant snarls and shrieks outside. You open yourself up to all the knowledge you have yet to find. You move forward. You are a hunter, and nothing more. Endowed a weapon of your liking, and the ability to gain strength through blood echoes you accrue. Granted access to a safe haven where you can rest, and a harmless mission you can fulfill. But at no point do you discover yourself to be some prophesized savior meant to liberate the lands you found yourself in, or some penultimate destroyer that will drive it further into ruin. You remain an ordinary man, a meager soul among the many wretched. And so it is surprising how easily you traverse the world, how easily you butcher the creatures you come across even if you see glimpses of yourself in their fading eyes, how greedily you grope into the darkest corners for answers to the questions basking in the light. Why? Why do you do this? Do you do so out of curiosity? It is likely. Any person beckoned by the unknown would be tempted to indulge in it, but they might need to be crazy to do so in such a hostile environment like Yharnam. So then, are you crazy? Perhaps, given the way your cold silence permeates even the most provocative circumstances. The way you move quickly underneath the red curtain as if you're familiar with the stage. It's eerie, abnormal. Even if you aren't crazy, you will be soon as you start to realize the truth dangling around you. Maybe then, you liken yourself to a hero? You believe that what you're doing and what you eventually accomplish is of goodwill to those who have suffered? To those who have long passed or that you've personally needed to put down? But how could you have known what was really going on? All the information you accrue was by chance, was it not? And how do you explain the choice? A devil descends from the heavens, and you reach out to it as if welcoming it to hell. The carcass tries to assimilate with you as it did Gehrman ages ago to enslave you to the dream burning around you, but it can't. You had ingested the umbilical cords of the Great Ones. You had consumed the flesh of the thing that crawls in front of you before you had even laid eyes on it. And for what? A stoic cause? Out of the goodness of your heart for the betterment of Yharnam? A city you sought out for your own need rather than your own want? The good ending. This is what that path amounts to, where you defeat the moon presence, shed your flesh and bones, and are cradled by a sentient doll designed to care for you, as opposed to feigning ignorance of the tragedies that you were exposed to or becoming a proponent to their continuation. But was it really for them? For the child whispering through the window, the crow clinging to the last of its flock, the old man rotting in a cage of his own making? Or was it for yourself? Your initial purpose for coming to Yharnam was to be healed. Of what wound, ailment, or disease, it doesn't matter. But you must have known something. You must have heard the rumors of the beastly scourge, of the old blood, of a higher knowledge, a higher existence than the one that you were granted. And perhaps it all tempted you. For what other reason did you decide to stay after your primary goal was completed? Unless it wasn't actually your primary goal to begin with, but simply a means to an end. In fact, you did know something. The note you find by your operating table after your eyes shoot open, a message reading, "Seek the pale blood to transcend the hunt." You wrote it. Suddenly, all the puzzle pieces start to align. All the blood you willingly shed without hesitation, even when obstacles erected themselves in your way. Like the events that led to the state of the cruel reality painted around you, your actions are born out of selfishness. You reach the Eternal Garden not out of pure chance, out of prophecy, or out of benevolence. You reach it because you wanted to. You wanted to transcend the mortal house that bound you, to strive further where all those around you had failed. You are not a bystander, a victim, a hero. You are the enemy of Bloodborne.